Hello and welcome back to my channel. Massive news this week. I have hit over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. I can't believe how much it's grown in the last 6 weeks. However, these stats will show you that about 68% of you haven't subscribed. So if that's you, hit the subscribe button and keep up with my fantasy journey. If you follow me on Twitter at Yelena FPL, you'll know that I spent the weekend feeling sorry for myself because I am so ill. I can't explain. I feel like I'm melting. I wanted to film a video about my ideas surrounding my transfers Gameweek 9. I don't feel 100% still, so thankfully I have Fantasy Football Hub to help me make my decisions and give me some very useful statistics because I am in need of help. I think I used my wildcard too early, but we will go into it. So let's have a look at my team and go through some options. So here's my team, which just gets worse the more I look at it. I honestly, wildcard team selection, I went quite rogue. Not entirely sure what I was thinking. Anyway, Fantasy Football Hub has rated my team 86% and for the game week 82%, which is not high enough. Normally when I check my team on here it's around 92% and above, so we obviously need to do some tweaking. Right from the start I know that I'm taking out Isak, so I brought Isak in on my wild card even though I have banged on about Tony for weeks on end. Isak was playing Bournemouth and that was a much more appealing fixture, and the decision did pay off because he scored a goal, he played for the full 90 minutes, plus he picked up the bonus points. In comparison, I think last week Tony got 2 points. So it was quite refreshing for me to have actually made a good decision. But now, if we have a little look at Tony. So Tony is up against Bournemouth this week and predicted 5 points. I see him absolutely smashing that, picking up the bonus points. I am really looking forward to the game. I also had some concerns with Isak anyway, because with Wilson back on the scene, there was no guarantee that he'd be on penalties. Plus, the news has come in recently that he's actually injured, so I don't think he'll even be playing this weekend. As I said, the news is quite fresh, so this could change. But I think it's a good time to transfer him out and a natural progression. Even more pleasingly, he is 7.1 million and Tony is 7.2 million, plus I have $1 million in the bank. So financially, it's a great decision. So let's get rid of Isak, and then we've brought in Tony. And already the predicted points have gone up to 58, so we love to see it. So now, looking at the rest of my team, Kulusevski and Emerson, I don't know why I picked those two, really. However, I think I'm going to take a -4 and switch out Kulusevski. He has a hefty price tag. I think he's 8.1 million. Yes, 8.1 million. Next couple of weeks, those predicted points are not calling to me. I have two options. The first option, which I think I am leaning towards, is bringing in Maddison. He's 7.9 million, so I can afford him easily. But look at these fixtures, Forest and then Bournemouth. Could you ask for anything better? No, you could not. I think I saw a statistic today that said Maddison is the most transferred in player, so I'm fully following the scene on this one. He's got 29 points so far this season, and if I bring him in, I know that he's going to play, so that saves me the transfer headache of maybe having a blank game week. So I am feeling quite confident about bringing Maddison in. The other option I do have is Zaha, but immediately, if you know my channel well, you will see, who are they up against this week? Chelsea. I don't think I can bring in Zaha when he's up against Chelsea. He is slightly ahead of Maddison in terms of overall points with 31, but Maddison's fixtures, they're just irresistible, and I think he's going to make an absolute haul. Let's have a look. So Zaha's predicted points for the next couple of game weeks. I mean, next week against Leeds, that is looking good. But I don't think it's enough to persuade me to bring him in. Let's just say I take out Kulusevski and then I will bring in Maddison. And those predicted points I am welcoming. Fingers crossed he does pick up bonus points. Already my team has gone up to 89% and predicted points of 60.9. And then to just increase the points a little bit more, I will switch Emerson with James. Can I just say, I'm so excited to watch Chelsea play this weekend. It's been forever. So fingers crossed we have a good result, comeback of the year. Now that's taken me up to 90%, so I am feeling much more optimistic about my team. Now, if we have a look at my keeper, I have Pope, but he is going to be against Mitrovic, the mighty Mitrovic. And I don't know if he's going to be able to say, oh, I don't know, it's a tricky one. They're going to concede goals. It's Mitrovic, and he had a bit of an off week last week, so I'm expecting big things. So I could potentially bring in Ward for the week. And then that gives me a game week rating of 91%, 63 predicted points. Obviously taking the -4 hit. Hello, I'm just editing this video. Sorry about the quality, I'm filming on my 10-year-old Mac. But whilst Ward does have good fixtures on paper, he hasn't had the best record this season. And I'm actually feeling really confident that Forest will put up a decent fight. They've been able to gel on the training ground over the international break. I think they're going to come back a lot stronger. And my brother will be delighted if he's watching this, because finally we're feeling good about Forest. But I do see Leicester conceding some goals. If both sides are likely to concede, I'm going to lean towards Pope because he's got a much better track record and he is a great keeper. On another positive Forest note also, definitely check out their YouTube channel because their behind the scenes content is so good. When I was sofa bound over the weekend, I was just binge watching it and it's really, really entertaining. So definitely have a look at that. And now back to the main video. I am liking the look of this team a little bit more. I've warmed to it. One thing that I think I am going to come to regret, and it could potentially happen this week, is getting rid of Trent Alexander-Arnold. I don't know why I got rid of Trent. I keep thinking about my wildcard team choices, and again, I can't make any sense of them. But if we have a look at Trent, see, look at this. For the next, why did I get rid of him? 7.4 million. Okay, so I can bring him back at some point. It could be a case that I bring in Trent in game week 12 when City aren't playing, because Cancelo does have some good fixtures, at least for the next 2 weeks. I was considering getting rid of De Bruyne on that week and then bringing in Sterling, depending on how well Sterling's doing by that point. So there's quite a lot to think about in the future, but this is, mark my words, I think after this game week I'm going to regret not having Trent on my team, but hopefully not. Hopefully he will blank. Sorry if you have him, but I'm putting my team first here. I absolutely love on Fantasy Football Hub the best game week team feature. It's so interesting seeing who's selected and it's really accurate too. So if we have a little look, yeah, brilliant, Alexander-Arnold. Oh, why don't I have him? I can't take a -8. I can't do it. I need to just own the mistake that I took him out and I shouldn't have. But if we have a look, so we have James, which is very positive to see. And then De Bruyne, Maddison, who I am bringing in, positive stuff. Haaland and as captain, that's one to note. And then the rest are different, but I'm going to argue that I'm going long term. My voice is breaking again. This always happens in videos when I get nervous. Yeah, I think I'm... if you look at my team versus the best team, so it's over 12.5 points more predicted. I'm not changing my keeper. I don't use my free transfers. I don't have any free transfers anyway, but I wouldn't want to use my free transfer on a keeper. Defenders, we're looking okay. The midfield is where I'm weakest, but that's kind of been a recurring issue and that's what led me to all these knee-jerk reactions when I was choosing my wildcard. I think long term, I definitely need to look at my midfield and boost it. There is a feature coming to Fantasy Football Hub, which is suggested transfers, and I think this is going to help me out big time. But this is how my team is looking, and these are the transfers I am pretty sure I'm going to make. I will suck it up, take the -4, and then just make better decisions in future. But do let me know if there are any obvious transfers that you think I should make. I do like hearing your suggestions. So that's what I'm thinking ahead of game week 9. There are many things that could happen. We might have some injuries, who knows, it's chaos. I'm not massively happy with taking the -4 hit, but these things have to be done sometimes. I am feeling more confident about my team now that I've put it through Fantasy Football Hub and I'm up to the 90% team rating. I get so many DMs where people are asking me for advice or just to comment on their team in general. Any advice I give, I always check via Fantasy Football Hub to make sure I'm not just talking complete rubbish. If you follow the link in my description, you can actually sign up for as little as £2.10 a month, which is an absolute bargain, cheaper than a coffee around where I live, so I would highly recommend it. I am hoping to get another video out on Thursday where I actually make my team selection and look at the weeks ahead. I'm thinking long-term planning now, Yelena. I need to, come on, get in the game. So hopefully I'll get that out. However, I am moving apartments on Saturday and it's just a very busy week. Plus I don't feel very well. This will actually be the last video I do in this room. So take it all in, enjoy the atmosphere, even though it's gone really dark and you can't see anything. But thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. And remember to follow me on Twitter at Yelena FPL. Sign up to my mini league. The code is down there. I've got over 200 people in the mini league so far and I think I'm 36th maybe. I need to really work on it because I would like to finish in the top 5 of my own league because it's quite embarrassing at the moment, but we'll give it time, still early days. But again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.